Hello. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to DM or GM a game, while at the same time DJing the most amazing immersive music and sound effects available. I'm going to be using the Syrinscape web player, which you can try for yourself at app.syrinscape.com. There's lots of free content to use. Today, I'm going to have absolutely everything unlocked with a Super Siren subscription that unlocks all the Dungeons and Dragons content and Pathfinder and Starfinder and Cyberpunk and Call of Cthulhu and Everyday Heroes and everything. And I'm going to show you the fantastic power of search and the ability to author your own content, mix and match things, set the game up just how you like. All of that unlocked with a Super Siren subscription, which is going to make things super easy. This is going to be an example of how I can keep a running conversation going and run a game while I do a tiny bit of prep on the side, because I didn't do anything before the session at all. Yay! That's the way Dungeons and Dragons works. Right, we need to get some sound going straight away while people arrive at the table. So we ended our last session in a mysterious forest, I suppose. So I can't even type forest, but that's fine because Syrinscape can sort that out for me. I'm going to sort by sound sets. And it brings up Under Mountain Forest. That sounds about right, I reckon. I'm going to first duplicate this sound set. At the moment, Under Mountain Forest is official content, so it's not editable, so I need to turn it into my own personal content. Syrinscape does that. It creates a new sound set, Under Mountain Forest Custom 68. I'm going to change the name of that to Friday Game so I can find it in the future. Let's get some sound going straight away. I'm going to hit Night, and Syrinscape will smoothly and beautifully slide up and mix in a beautiful Under Mountain Forest. I've got a remote player today. So over here on this hamburger menu, I'm going to click Share Audio and share that link with them. If that gets copied to my clipboard, they can open that in Edge or Firefox or Chrome on PC or Mac, and the sound just comes straight out for you. My version of the app here at app.syrinscape.com has all the controls that I could possibly want. Their version just has this visualization and a master volume to control the volume for them. I can also control the volume for everyone from this knob here, and then they adjust that with their own personal volume, depending on if they like it loud, like I like it, or they like it a bit softer, like some of my friends like it. Up to you. Personal control is super important. All right, so that sound's going. Everyone's hearing it. The mood is really beautifully established. Of course, the person playing the wizard didn't prepare her spells, so she's quickly doing that, and everyone's chatting about their weekend. So I'm going to take the opportunity to grab a couple of extra things that I might need tonight. Presumably, battle will break out at some point, so I'm going to find myself some battle soundtracks. Saltmarsh is an adventure I played recently, and I know it has fantastic stuff, so I'm going to sort by music and bring up the Saltmarsh music. So here's all the tracks that are used, and Saltmarsh battle music sounds good. I'll plus that and add that to my sound set, so I can just turn that on later, and that music will start. I know that Avernus is a fantastic rocky adventure, so if I need to really pump up the mood, let's add, Avernus metal. That sounds fun. And what if I just type battle and, I don't know, sort by sci-fi? What might come up? Battle music, Temple of the 12. Oh, there's a Cthulhu one there as well, so that might have quite a different style. So let's add those two in. So if I've got a battle going and I've had the D&D Saltmarsh battle music going for a while, I might feel like I want to change the mood, mix it up a bit. I just turn it off and turn on the Avernus music instead, and that'll really, really change the mood. All right, I do also know that eventually my players will take the bait and head out to the swamp that I have planned. Let's turn off sci-fi and let's sort by moods. And it comes up with a dank swamp. I'm going to hit plus here, and you'll see Syrinscape add that entire mood. Here we are, dank swamp is added there, and the elements that are required to play that mood are also added. That's pretty cool. While we're here, I'm going to teach you some things about search. Say I typed marsh. Syrinscape, of course, is trying to guess what you want. It's trying to guess the most relevant results. And the first thing it does is come up with march. So I'm going to put inverted commas around marsh to say, just like in Google, that I really, really do actually want marsh. And awesome, that brings up this mood in the swamp in this sound set. Let's plus that, and it'll do the same thing. Okay, in the swamp, it's added those elements that I need. Eventually we finally get there, so when that happens, thank you for finally taking my plot hook. Syrinscape will, of course, smoothly transition into that swamp. So remember, I'll show you a few more of these things. While we're there, the PCs want to cast some spells. Now players can actually trigger their own spells, and there will be another video linked somewhere which will show people how to do that. But for the moment, I'm the Dungeon Master, I'm the DJ, so I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to type in message and sort by one shot. Remember, a one shot is a thing designed just to be clicked on by you. Adjust the one shot volume here relative to the rest of the sounds and click message. Gorgeous. And restoration, because I don't know, maybe they've caught some terrible disease or something. I don't want to have to type the rest of restoration, so I'm just going to go restore and star. And that will bring up lesser restoration. Awesome. That's so easy. Someone asked for Edvard's Amazing Elbows from some third-party book that I have no idea why I allowed them to get. I know it's a 4th level spell, so I'm just going to write 4th spell. And that should bring up, yes, generic cleric spell there, so I can trigger that. Yay! Eventually battle does finally start, so let's trigger a dramatic note. Boom! And start this battle music. They know they're rolling for initiative now. Fantastic! I rolled Bugbear on the random encounter in the swamp. So I'm going to sort by SFX element. That's the closest thing we have to a normal element in Syrinscape. It's an element that has a series of samples in it that randomly trigger. Here's some Bugbear roars. Let's add those in and start those. And Bugbear coughs. Nice. Good. That'll just run happily. Now, in case I want that mood that I've now set up later, I'm going to Bugbear Battle. Save, create mood under Bugbear Battle. And that'll save that current setting. Nice, there's Bugbear Battle. So I'll show you just quickly. Obviously we won't do this while we're actually in the game. Back to just in the swamp, which is these elements running. I'm going to trigger this dramatic note again. Excellent, and then run that Bugbear Battle. Okay, I'm going to change out the music like I promised. Turn on the Avernus Rock. Nice! Now I want a Black Dragon. Does that bring me up some Black Dragon roars? There we are. Good. Yes! And I want a Black Dragon breath weapon. So I'm going to go Black Dragon breath, sort by one shots. Oh, that sounds amazing. Yep, Black Dragon acid breath weapon, add that in. Pump up the volume of the one shots. Fantastic! Oh my gosh! Add the Black Dragon. So you see, I didn't need to write Black Dragon Acid Breath Weapon. I could just write in some of the words. Remember some of those hints, inverted commas around things to force Syrinscape to return that actual result. Stars and things. There's some other hints you can find out on our forums. So there you go. There's a good example of doing some prep. You saw that I was able to keep up an intelligent conversation that whole time while I ran that. And of course, all that would happen over the course of probably a whole evening of roleplay. I'm ready to return to the Dank Swamp, and when I want to, I just click Dank Swamp, but I'm going to leave this music going because I love it. Look, if you have any trouble at all, jump on the forums at forum.syrinscape.com, or of course, always reach out to us on support@syrinscape.com, and we'll gladly help you out, because we want to have that most immersive experience going as possible, and you having the most fun and looking as awesome as possible. Most of all, play on, play the games with your friends, and play loud.